All right, boys and girls, today we are going to create ourselves as an astronaut. So I thought it'd be super fun to imagine ourselves flying in outer space in a spacesuit. So let's have some fun and draw together using some basic shapes, some lines, and all kinds of details to turn ourselves into an astronaut. So here we go. All right, so let's draw some lines. The first thing is it's a portrait, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it portrait style. So tall like a portrait. Now I'm gonna start with some lines to create my astronaut portrait. All right, so here we go. The first line we're gonna make is called an arch. I also call it a rainbow because it looks like a rainbow. And you want this rainbow to be really, really big, almost the size of your palm. So I'm gonna make my rainbow right in the middle, just like that. We don't want any small rainbows. So this is gonna be the top of our little helmet that we're gonna wear to keep safe so we can breathe in space. Now I'm gonna connect my rainbow with a smile. So it's a slight curve line, and it's gonna curve from one side to the other side. So now I have my helmet. Now I'm gonna draw the little window so I can see outside. So I'm gonna make the exact same line as I did here, but just a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna follow the line, curve where it curves, and then come back down here. Now if it's not perfect, that's okay. I made it a little bit too big. All right, so there we go. Okay, so let's add some more details to finish off our space suit. First thing we're gonna add is something for our neck to go. So I'm gonna add two little curved lines, just a little bit below and in where my other line was. And then I'm gonna draw a smile. This is for our little neck. And now we're gonna add our shoulders. So right at the end of this line, I'm gonna draw a line off to one side and a line off to the other side. Now I'm gonna connect my spacesuit to somewhere so I can breathe. Maybe it's attached to the space station so I don't fly away. So I'm gonna add a little cord attaching me to the space station. It's off to the page, we can't see it. So I made one wavy line and then I made another one. Okay, so let's add more details on our spacesuit. So we're gonna add where our arms are gonna go, and spacesuits are really big because you need to have lots of room. They need to be able to cool you down when it's really hot and warm you up when it's really cold. So I'm gonna add some upside down V's near where I want my little armpit to go. So I'm gonna go over almost to the corner and draw an upside down V here and go over to the other side and try to match where that one went. So that's gonna be my little armpit. Okay. Now we're gonna add some straps. These are our straps that's gonna hold our oxygen tank to our back. So I'm gonna add them right on the end of our arm. They go right under our armpit, just like a backpack would. So I add two lines just like that. Okay. Now there's gonna be lots of buttons and all kinds of computers on our suit itself to kind of change the temperature or maybe add more oxygen or less. So I'm gonna start with a rectangle. We know a rectangle has four sides, and two of them are long and two are short. Then I'm gonna add some buttons, and you can do any shape you want. I'm gonna do some circles. So I'll make one big button and then I'll make some smaller buttons. And then of course, buttons are all kinds of shapes, so why not add some rectangles? Just like that. Perfect. So now I'm gonna add myself in the spacesuit. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw myself in the middle of my helmet. So I'm gonna start with a big smile. This is gonna be my chin and the bottom of my face, just like that. Now I'm gonna draw some hair. So you can draw your hair coming down in the middle. You can give yourself some wavy hair. I always kind of do the same kind of hair. I give myself a part. So I draw a curved line on one side and then a wavy one on the other. And you can also draw the top of your hair if you want to. So most of it is hidden under the top of my little helmet. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some ears. Ears, you're gonna use the letter C. So add one on the one side and one on the other. And now we're gonna give ourselves a face. So I'm gonna add a smile, give myself some eyeballs. All right, if you wanna do a nose, you can. I'm not gonna give myself a nose, but I am gonna give myself some glasses because I wear glasses because I want it to look like me. So I'm gonna give it some glasses. Okay. And I'm gonna give myself a beard because I have a beard. So I'm gonna give myself one of those too. All right, oh, I almost forgot. We're gonna add some little shapes on the sides. So I'm just gonna draw a little flat C on each side. And now my spacesuit is all finished. But let's add some decorations and details in the background. You know what? We're in outer space, so maybe we see planet Earth. So let's start with a circle. And then let's add some wiggly lines on the edges for our continents. You can add more stars if you want to. I'm just gonna add little circles for stars. But if you wanna actually draw stars, you can. Oh my goodness, I had so much fun. Now I'm gonna give you a chance to outline yours and of course erase any lines that you have. And now we get to add some color. So you can use any colors you want. I'm gonna go ahead and color my suit in. And then I'm gonna, of course, color the background. What color is outer space going to be? I don't know. I think I'm gonna pick black for outer space. But if you wanna do purple or dark blue or even gray, those would be really cool colors for outer space. So I'll let you decide, and I'm gonna start to add color. All right, boys and girls, I had so much fun making this picture. I hope you did too. It was so fun drawing ourselves in outer space. So maybe one day we'll get to go. I hope you guys had fun. See you later. Bye.